Hey guys, Smashy Bird here,
I have all of the Infinity Stones now. Okay, so a lot of these mechs are pretty similar, but first is Boba Fett, and I guess you could say this
and
mech really suits him well. But I really like all the details on his vest. There's a missile you can load and shoot out of his jetpack, and you can clip his gun to the side of his belt. His arms and legs are on ball joints, so he
I
moves around
know
more, and
it's
he's
troll.
light. His massive gun also shoots
Oh,
bullets if you press on the lever. Okay, so the next one is the Stormtrooper, and he also has a gun that you can shoot. And then there's Darth Vader, which is the one I was most skeptical about because his character just doesn't look great in a mech suit. He comes with a cool lightsaber piece that looks just like the lightsaber blades minifigures use, only like 3 times the size. The last one I bought is this mech of Luke Skywalker, and his mech suit looks like an X-Wing, which is actually pretty cool. He comes equipped with both a lightsaber and a blaster, and he's got some wings in the back of his suit that you can move
what's even
around.
the point of
Overall, I
that
definitely like these
platform
mechs a
though?
lot more than I thought I would. I gave these mechs 3 stars for building experience. For
That
design, I gave
platform's
this
like
one 3 stars as
pointless.
well. And for playability, these get 5 stars. If I was 10 years old, these would probably be my favorite toy. The next set is the First Order ATST, which is from Star Wars The Last Jedi. This is arguably one of the worst LEGO sets of all time for a number of reasons. Okay, so this set is basically just a First Order walker with its head chopped off, which isn't very pleasing to the eyes. It also comes with this elevator shaft that you can move up and down. The set has 4 minifigures, Captain Phasma,
Anybody
Finn,
else find
Rose,
it funny how
the non-existent
how
AT-AT,
almost every
and a
single
spring-loaded missile you can fire off. The building experience for this set is
Star
pretty simple, so
Wars
I'm gonna give it 2 stars. Design and
title
aesthetics,
just
1
feels
star,
mixed
and
up?
playability 3 stars. Okay, so the last set I bought for this video is this ultimate collector set of
Or is that
Chewbacca's
just
first
me
head.
and a
There's a
few
bunch of
other
scary people on
guys?
the internet who've been saying how creepy Chewbacca's head looks. Okay, so I finished building it, and I'm just gonna say there were a ton of crazy cool building techniques in this set. I really like how they were able to layer the Lego pieces so that he looks all furry. They also used these white lipstick pieces for his teeth, and it made his building
Guys,
look
I just
super
one shot
cool.
the final
He also
level.
comes with a super sick bowcaster and his classic bandolier over his shoulder.
One
And
shot
his
the
smart
final
head
level,
right above his
guys.
lightsaber. Okay, this set looks perfect from the shoulders down. Make sure to subscribe or Chewie will haunt you in your sleep. The build experience for this set was an easy 5 stars. I gave the design and aesthetics 2 stars, and playability was a 1 star. While some LEGO sets are fun and perfect, I still find the positive aspects of them. Comment what you think the worst LEGO Star Wars set is. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Awesome. Watch another video. YouTube days like this.
Guys, that's just overpowered, right?
LEGO started making Star Wars
Jeez,
sets in
2 minutes?
1999, and some of those older sets are super nostalgic, but some
3 minutes
don't feel
already?
so
What the
hot. Really,
f-
LEGO evolved to develop new piece molds and minifigure designs. The quality and accuracy of sets got a lot better. Like seriously, I think they've perfected Luke's land speeder by now. All jokes aside, I thought it'd be fun to compare old LEGO Star Wars sets to the newer LEGO. Is it gonna be a long one? So sit back, relax. Nothing so different. This is when fun begins. The first one to kick it off is the MTC, and LEGO has made 3 of them thus far, and I'm just going to be blunt. The 2000 version was terrible, the 2007 version was incredible, and the 2014 version was good, but not as good as the 2007 version. The 2007 MTC is the biggest of the 3, the design looks great, and it comes with tons of battle tokens. Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator, or Scimitar, is a really cool ship from the Phantom Menace, and LEGO has made 4 versions of it, 1999, 2007, 2011, and each one of these models progressively got better with each remake. Each version also comes with Darth Maul's speeder, but the later 2 versions came with more minifigures, including Qui-Gon Jinn, Captain Panaka, and Watto. The Mos Espa pod race from 1999 is such a classic set, and a similar set was remade in 2011, but it was only Anakin and Sebulba's pod racers. The design for both the pods in the 2011 version were greatly improved, and they came on stands made out of transparent clear Technic pieces. And in
Okay, yep.
1999, there was also a set of just Anakin's pod racer. And for the 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars in 2019, LEGO released a set of just Anakin's pod racer, and it had some subtle improvements for the 2011 version, and it even uses the same pieces as Palpatine's light. The AAT is a separatist and or trade federation team
Anybody
of
else
Rebel Legion and
seen
Imperial
that
Clone Wars TV.
short
Some
Star
LEGO
Wars
has made
movie?
2 versions of each AAT, and they differ quite a bit. The
That
first
short
Trade
Lego
Federation
Star
AAT was
Wars
released in
movie where
2010 and was
Palpatine's
super
like,
simple in my opinion. And
like,
honestly, I prefer this version over the 2015
Crackle, crackle, lightning storm.
And same goes with the separatist AATs from the Clone Wars that have this really
No,
cool
wait, he said, zippity zappity, lightning storm, everyone out.
Well, let me know which version you prefer down in the comments below.
How is that not a meme?
The first one released in 1999, another one in 2011, and the most recent version in 2015. What's crazy is that while the sets themselves have improved a lot over the years, LEGO has still not improved the B-1 battle droid designs since they were first made in 1999. And Wonder Naboo Starfighter is one of my favorite ship designs from the prequels. First LEGO one was made in 1999, and it looked...
You underestimate my power.
Actually made a UCS Naboo Starfighter, and I personally believe this
I'd
is
still collect that.
Starfighter set just because it's a good figure
God, I
scale
think
and
Stella's telling us something.
Everything is chrome in the future.
The next remake was in 2007, and it looked way better than the 19.
Isn't letting us know it. I think Stella's keeping a secret from us.
The next remake was in 2011.
Maybe she secretly likes John Cena.
It also had a better minifigure selection.
Like, jokes aside, that was definitely just crazy, though.
Very similar to the 2011 version, but it had an even better minifigure selection and two Verticos.
I'm wasting this.
I guess we'll include Mando's N1 Starfighter in here since it's the same model as the Naboo Starfighters, but it's obviously in a gray color scheme, which I still think should be chrome. Besides that, it also has other modifications like a seat for Grogu and an updated. If I had a nickel for every time LEGO made a Gungan sub,
I have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened
the
twice.
2000 version honestly didn't look too bad. It's so nostalgic. It came with some really cool printed pieces and a special molded piece for this little guy. The only remake of this set was in 2012 and was a massive improvement, but it didn't come with any side builds like the 2000 version did. But today, this set is extremely valuable just because it came with the only Queen Amidala figure ever made, which is now worth around $200. LEGO has made a decent amount of Vulture droids over the years. The first standalone set of a Vulture droid came out in 1999, and its only remake was in 2014. That is, if we don't include the 2009 Hyena Bomber from the Clone Wars. Now, of course, there were lots of other sets that came with
Bro, closest ad. We'll call in the actual universe. The boss is tough, be smart.
Once in 1999 and then again in 2015. I was never really a fan of this vehicle, but the 2015 remake absolutely crushed.
Okay, we dealing with some portals now.
The Hailfire droid is one of the few cases where I think the oldest set is the best one. It released in 2003 and looked amazing. It was pretty much entirely a Technic build, which actually worked really well for this vehicle. Another one came out in 2008 and it was much smaller. And fun fact, this set actually came in 2 different box art styles. And finally, the most recent remake released in 2016, and I'm sorry, it just looks really bad, especially since the 2 sections of missiles on the top are literally just spring-loaded.
What the hell just happened?
But on the bright side, it did come with a really cool clone lieutenant. LEGO has really been cashing in on nostalgia lately. They're releasing legit the best battle pack of all time on January 1st of 2024. It comes with 3 P2 regs, a shock trooper, and a handful of battle droids. But only OGs know that this set is a remake of both the droid battle pack and the clone troopers battle pack from 2005, just combined into one set. There was a Darth Vader transformation set that came out in 2005, and while the set was simple, it was really cool because you could actually transform Anakin into Darth Vader. The 2017 remake was a massive improvement and looks way better than the 2005 version. It also came with super realistic minifigures and had a great function to put Vader's suit and helmet on. The 2005 Clone Turbo Tank is such a classic set and was so much fun to play around with as a kid. It had a bark speeder, turret, opening interior, and a version of the set came with a light-up H-Wing figure. While the OG version is super nostalgic, they were 2010 and 2016.
Alright.
Each brought improvements with new tire and wheel pieces and just looked more accurate overall. Speaking of light-up minifigures, the Ultimate Lightsaber Duel set might be one of my all-time favorites. It came with Obi-Wan and Anakin, and it had lightsabers that actually lit up if you pressed on their heads. This was a feature LEGO tried out only in 2005 with a total of 5 minifigures, and it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a LEGO set. And I have no idea why LEGO doesn't put it in sets nowadays. But on top of that, it came with these stands for Obi-Wan and Anakin so that you and your friends, if you have any, can duel each other. I will do what I must. This is one of the few cases where I think the older set is better than the newer one because LEGO remade this set in 2020 and called it the Duel on Mustafar set, and the set is alright and comes with some decent builds and figures, but I'm sorry, nothing can compare to the 2005. The The first Republic gunship released in 2002, and it's such a classic. Its minifigure selection was perfection, and who could forget Jedi Bob? This version of the gunship also had this really weird but cool function where you could open the front of the ship and gain access to a command center. It also included this cargo crate that was held in place with these magnet pieces. The next remake of the gunship was in 2008 for the Clone Wars, and it had the double doors so that it could actually go into space. It also included a bacta tank and a small command station. The 2013 version definitely takes the cake for being the best looking gunship and is my personal favorite. And I remember when I was 10 years old, I saved up all my money from mowing lawns to buy this set.
Good times, good times.
In 2021, LEGO made a UCS gunship, and at this larger scale, the designers were able to add more accurate details, especially around the cockpit and bubble turrets on the sides. It also came with a clone commander that actually doubles as the pilot.
One is a clone commander, which also doubles as the pilot.
This same minifigure came in this $15 minifigure pack and even an advent calendar. It also included a Mace Windu figure that's only exclusive because of a few pieces of dust on his torso. The most recent gunship is the Coruscant Guard Republic gunship that released in 2023. The main difference between this set and the other ones is its dark red color scheme. The set is based on a version of the gunship that was briefly seen in the Clone Wars, and it's honestly kind of refreshing to get the gunship in a new color. The first LEGO ATTE released in 2002, and my gosh, I miss those classic Phase 1 clone troopers. The older helmet style had slits for the visors and black heads underneath, but the helmet mold changed in 2008 for the animated style clones. The set looked alright for the time, and the 2008 version based on the Clone Wars TV show was a great improvement to the 2002 version. It also came with Phase 1 Captain Rex.
Okay, I remember this one by heart.
Which looked really good.
By heart, I mean depression.
ATTE from Star Wars Rebels, but it's kind of hard to compare that one to the other ATTEs since it was modified so much by Captain Rex. And then the most recent 2022 ATTE, which is barely an improvement to the 2013 version, but has a lot of subtle improvements and a way better way to access the interior. It's also a great army builder and comes with Phase 2 Commander Cody for the first time ever in LEGO. The first Swamp Speeder was actually part of this Wookiee Catamaran set from 2005, and also came with these really cool 442nd Troopers. The next one was its own set, released in 2010, and then it was made again in the 2014 Kashyyyk Troopers Battle Pack. And last but not least is the most recent Swamp Speeder that was released in the 2023 332nd Battle Pack. Next is the good old Republic Fighter Tank, and let me just say, this set is definitely downgraded over the years. The first and best version of this set, released in 2008, the set was so epic, it was massive and had so many play features. The next one came out in 2017 and was way too small, but still looked pretty accurate overall. The 2022 version looks not very good. The fighter tank itself looks terrible, especially since it has this weird looking bump in the middle. The only thing it's got going for it is its insane minifigure selection. Like, come on man, 187th Troopers and Clone Wars Mace Windu, say less. This Jedi duel set came out in 2002, and it literally just came with Count Dooku, Yoda, and Count Dooku Speeder. It was remade in 2013, but this time on top of Dooku Speeder, it came with the second.
That took longer than it needed to, but that ending.
You also got Dooku,
That ending, dude.
ARC-170 is a really cool build that doesn't get much screen time, but the first one released in 2005 and it was remade in 2010. The 2010 version uses some better building techniques, but I still like the 2005 version better. That's probably just nostalgia talking now. In 2005, LEGO released this General Grievous chase set that came with Grievous's wheel bike and Obi-Wan's Boga. And this set is so freaking nostalgic for me. The mold for Boga's head and the Grievous minifigure are just so classic. In 2014, LEGO remade this set, but it was just the wheel bike and didn't come with Obi-Wan's Boga. It's just insane how much more detail the 2014 General Grievous minifigure has compared to the 2005 version. Speaking of General Grievous, his first Starfighter released in 2007, and it looked alright. The only thing that looked off was the cockpit piece. It was remade in 2010, which is my personal favorite version of the ship, and finally the most recent remake was in 2020, and it looked pretty good. It was just way too overpriced at the time. Countless ACRTs have been made in LEGO for, well, I guess not countless, because I can name all of them. The first one came out in 2005 in a set called the Clone Scout Walker from the Battle of Kashyyyk, and came with a pretty sick-looking clone trooper. I'm a huge sucker for those old-style Phase 2 clone troopers. The next one released in the Clone Walker Battle Pack from 2008. There was also a polybag of a clone trooper on an ATRT that released in 2008.
Alright, yeah. Execute. Hey guys, here's my Emperor Palpatine impression. Execute Order 66. Have you heard of the tragedy of Dark Plagueis the Wise?
then there was the 20th anniversary Clone Scout Walker, which is actually supposed to be a direct remake of the 2005 version. And finally, we have the ATRT that came in the 2020 501st Legion Clone Troopers. Honestly, I think the majority of the
Do it.
ATRTs Lego has made are oversized and way bigger than minifigure scale, except for some of the Battle Pack builds and the ones that came in the Clone Turbo. Seems like Lego has really been slacking on the Separatist sets recently. We haven't gotten hardly any in years, except for a couple sprinkled in here. But next is the Droid Tri-Fighter, and the design has pretty much stayed the same throughout the years. The first one came out in 2005 as its own separate set, as well as a part of...
Oh wait, I know this one.
It was remade in 2010 and looked pretty solid.
It's a mutant chain reaction.
And the most recent 2014 version...
Living underground.
Except it was more gray than blue.
New Jitsu action. The one of the town. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Turtle. Turtles. There's nothing better. Turtle. Watch it.
Mandalorian Starfighters are some of the coolest looking ships in the world. The first Lego version came out in 2012 and was pre-Vizsla Starfighter. This was the only set...
I mean, the fact that the pigs could set up a chain reaction like that is impressive.
2021 and was Bo-Katan's Gauntlet Fighter from the Clone Wars Season 7. Though both of these sets have very different color schemes, the mechanism to fold the wings into landed mode and also rotate the cockpit are pretty much identical. Pre-Vizsla is a classic, but the newer one definitely looks a bit more polished. This might just be the best LEGO Star Wars UCS set ever made. Yeah, no kidding. LEGO released the long-awaited UCS Vendor in October of 2023, and oh my goodness, does it look absolutely beautiful.
Can I say, like, how much destruction these birds can cause? Like, they could destroy your city. And you wouldn't even be done getting dressed for school, bruh.
Steve Martin, never miss a beat. Introducing infants and children's pain and fever medicine from Mama's Place. The first ever clean label project certified.
Can I just say how
made with safe and trusted ingredients to reduce fever and relieve
that pig, the pig comedy gold.
However, this isn't the first Venator LEGO has made. The first one actually released in 2009 and was a full set. And my boy was a little chunky, and it also came with this creepy looking Palpatine figure. Besides just the sheer scale of the UCS version compared to the 2009 version, one of the main differences is that the bird...
Guys, I literally don't even have volume on.
That it's a flagship Venator. The OG Venator will always be nostalgic for me, but man, I'm so happy they made a UCS version. Now, the Republic Cruiser and the Republic Frigate sets are technically the same ship. The cruisers were just upgraded to...
Oh dang, bro, that pig said, that pig really just said, execute, order, get the hell out of there. Bro really just said,
There are a ton of clone battles.
Alright, Silver, time for mass murder.
2007 was the birth of the clone battle pack. The first one came with 2 regular phase 2 clones, a shock trooper and a Starport trooper. Plus it had side builds of a turret and bark speeder. Next is the Clone Walker battle pack from 2009, which everyone calls the...
You're probably wondering, why am I not yelling about this?
3 regular phase 1 troops and a clone gunner, making it easily the best army builder. Then we've got the 2011 clone trooper battle pack, which came with
1, it's 12, so someone still sleeping, and 2, I am the Senate. And what I meant by that is, as you can clearly see, I got backup, baby. That was cringe. Boom, boom. Hey, Foreman Pig, have you heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Y?
Speeder build, 3 332nd troopers, and Captain Vaughn. But really, last but not least, is the 2024 Clone Troopers and Droids battle pack we talked about earlier. 2013, LEGO released the Clone Trooper vs. Droideka battle pack that we just talked about. It came with a command station, as we see in its attack the clones. As a matter of fact, LEGO released another Clone Trooper Command Station set as a minifig pack.
Alright.
Came with 2 regular
Stella
figures,
Girl.
as well as a Clone Commander. Speaking of Star Wars minifigure packs, this is just a new thing that LEGO's trying out, right?
Wrong!
LEGO actually made 4 minifig packs back in 2000. Each one came with 3 minifigures.
Oh god, he knows how to use the Force. May the Force be with you. But seriously, bro, this dude is literally like the Count Dooku here. You've been oh!
Now, LEGO remade this Mandalorian battle pack in 2020, but this time it was from the Mandalorian Disney Plus show instead of
Dude, we just executed Order 66 on this dude.
2003, LEGO released the first Geonos and Starfighter, which looks really good for being from 2003. It also came with the Geonos and Cannon.
Oh my god.
Figures with plastic cape pieces for their wings.
I can't believe that.
Made in 2011 at this time based off the Clone Wars TV show, and it had a much sleeker design thanks to some new LEGO pieces. It also came with an updated Geonosis figure, Phase 1 Commander.
That was brutal, dude.
Spark Speeder came along with the 2005 Clone Troopers. Next one came with the OG Clone Trooper Battle Pack in 2007.
Anyways, this is the end of the video. Smashy Bird signing off. I still can't believe that happened, bruh.